scored 7 here in the second half. There's a lob back to Houston. It's back to a single-digit ball game for the first time in quite some time. Quick pass down from Chapman to Copeland, threading the needle, and Copeland with a layup good. He's got 11. Left wing, they'll drive to the baseline. They cut him off. Little bounce pass to Elliott. Little dive on the floor as it got between his legs. Ingram takes it away. Bounce pass off the floor to KJ. KJ with the slam. That has to be an assist for Ingram. That's the second time today the Eagles have had a pass thrown with a player on their butt. There's left side to Ingram. Back to Houston on the right side from Chapman. Now Ingram, the top of the beak. There's a lob pass to Parks. Parks caught it and couldn't get the dunk, but he caught it and put it in. That's his first points of the day.
Huge win. Anytime you get a conference win, obviously it's a huge statement within the conference. They were really hot coming in. I think last game they made 15 3-pointers, and it was difficult to contain them. Overall, I really wasn't pleased with our energy. On the defensive end, we just had too many breakdowns, and at this juncture in the season, man, we're not kids anymore. We're not young, and it's no excuses. You know what's required of you, and we got to do it. And that's my job, to hold them accountable every single day, man. So we're gonna come in tomorrow, and we're gonna keep working on it.
Offensively for North Carolina Central, a great shooting day, shooting just about 62% from the field. Tell us about the team's performance.
Well, since we always get the shots that we pretty much want offensively. It's just a matter of us making them. But, I told the guys, we watched the Super Bowl together, and I told them, if you haven't learned anything about that Super Bowl, it's offense wins games and defense wins championships. So offense, it looks cute, it's sexy to the customers and the fan base and, the girls and all this type stuff. But to win a championship, which is our ultimate desire, we have to defend much better, and our thing is we don't want teams to shoot over 40%, and Bethune shot 40%, 40.5 for the game, and, I think they shot like 48% in the second half, which is uncalled for.
But Coach, from an energy standpoint, is there such a thing as your older guys knowing enough to pace themselves, knowing enough about the opponent to, for lack of a better word, take some plays off to save themselves a little bit? Right.
See, that's the ultimate no-no. That's what we try to refrain from, because one thing I learned in my career as a player and as a coach, you're not a light switch. You can't turn yourself on and off. The great ones and I mean the great ones on one hand are the only ones I've seen that's capable of doing that. I'm not coaching none of the great ones. I'm coaching the amateurs who have to give their all every play, because every play is predicated on the next play, and that's what we have to be. It's no time for pacing. It's no time for relaxing, because the moment you relax on the defensive end of the floor, all it takes is one man to get his first layup or his first jump shot, and now he's rolling. And that's what happened with Malik Jackson. We relaxed. He was a good player, and he hit one, and now we couldn't contain him. He ended up with 14, and the only thing that saved us is he got in foul trouble, but he went on a tear on his own. And that's what these young kids have to understand, and it's my responsibility to get them to understand that.
I asked Poobie what lets him know that this year's team is not the squad from last year that had the great run and the letdown in the conference tournament. Sounds like you're not so convinced that y'all aren't that team at this point.
Well, we're not even concerned about the tournament. The misconception is people see box scores and, they automatically assume you're dominant. And then when these kids leave out of here, they get text messages and Facebooks and they go to the cafeteria and everyone tell them how good they are. And we're not a dominant basketball team. We can beat anyone in the conference, but anyone in the conference can beat us as well. And we have to approach each and every single day like that. So it's not about being compared to last year's team. Last year's team is last year's team, and this year's team is this year's team. What we have to learn is the guys from last year have to learn from the mistakes that were made last year, and that was not being ready to play come tournament time, as far as taking plays off and so on and so forth. There's going to be times where you have to win a game maybe in the 30s, maybe in the 40s. It's not going to be a clean, sexy look. It's just not going to be that. And we have to be ready for the grit of that. And we have to understand we're a blue-collar team, not a white-collar team. And when you're winning basketball games and people are stroking you, you can think that you're a white-collar team, but we can't forget our identity.
Coach, this is win number 20 consecutively here at McDougald-McLendon Gymnasium. What is it about this gym and these home fans that makes this team so great in defending home court?
It's always been a great place to play. The kids have nicknamed it the jungle, and they take a lot of pride and respect in coming out here performing in front of our fans and just using our fans as the sixth man. And our student body is great, our band is great, the fans are great, and we need them to be greater as we go into the season. What our kids have to understand is whether we're home or away, we're going to get everyone's best shot, especially when you're away. But whether you're home or away, you're going to get everyone's best shot. And it's not going to get any easier. That's what I told them. Like, if you're looking for things to get easier, cancel that, because it's only going to get more and more difficult, which means we have to be better, our fans have to be better, our coaches have to be better, everyone collectively has to be better.
Florida A&M on Monday. How are you looking forward to that game?
We're going to go back and break down tape. They got two guards, obviously, who can just get hot and just carry them and lift them, and they're so big and athletic, that they really present matchup problems each and every night. So, we know what we're up against. We know they're going to come in here extremely confident because they have defeated us before, and we just have to go back and look at some film, make a couple of adjustments, and do what we do and execute, but defend on the defensive end of the floor.
Just one more question, Coach. I hear your high standards as a coach. I just want to know, as your team collectively now, what do you see your team? How you view your team now? As you think you can reach even more higher stakes, and you need more improvements. Where do you see your team as now?
Obviously, I'm ecstatic that we're in first place right now. But I've played this game, man, for 35 years as an amateur and as a pro, and I just know, man, it's all it takes is one slip. Just all it takes is one slip, man, and that's my job is to hold it. They think I'm crazy, Our post-game speech was almost as if we lost by 20, but it was predicated and really focusing on Jeremy and Poobie. I have two guys that's been with me for 4 years, and they on the post and they receive all the accolades and all that. That's fine, but it's a lot that comes with that, and the energy, the spirit of this team, it goes through you guys, and it's infectious. When you have it, we're really good. When you don't have it, we're not that good. And tonight, I didn't think we played exceptionally well. So I'm just trying to get these guys to understand the magnitude of the event, because once you're in this position, you don't get a chance to control this destiny, for a while, so we have the chance to dictate our outcome. And in life, forget basketball, in life, that's all you really want, is an opportunity to dictate your fate. And the regrets come when you have that in the palm of your hand and you do something silly the next day, and now it's all gone. Now you're kicking yourself for the rest of your life. That's the life lesson that we're using basketball as a metaphor to present to these kids.
Yeah, we've been holding true to good defense, and even though they've shot a good percentage from three-point range, we've still been able to contain a lot of their opportunities and be able to match it offensively.
There's Reggie Groves.
Oh, my goodness.
1, 2, 3. He's got 4 on the day. He's got
4 for 4.
We hope our fans come in Monday night absolutely jacked for Florida A&M to show them, a very good team. And Florida A&M, what the Eagles. That the Eagles is one of those things you want to show them, hey, we messed up. That's the only reason you beat us, as the shot clock is at 8, at 6. Here's Groves, 3. Oh, man. Reggie Groves, his 5th 3 of the night.
Yeah, we prepared, we came out, and we accomplished. We did what we had to do to win.
We had a pretty good shooting day today, a 5 for 6 from beyond the arc. Tell us a bit about your shooting performance.
I've been feeling it over the last couple of games. I went through a little shooting slump, but now my shot feeling back like the beginning of the year.
You guys sort of really mix it up in terms of the scoring. One guy can have a down night, another guy can have a down night. Is that something y'all talk about as a team in terms of, next man be ready to step up for the man who's having a tough time?
Of course. We just come out to play. We have our leading scorers. We depend on them, but we come to practice every day, ready to work, and people step up. And that's what we did. All right, thank you.
Before you go, another quick question for you here. Your teammate Emanuel Chapman, the double-double today, points and assists. Tell us about his performance.
He's the best, the best I played with, the best I've seen. That's all I can say. He's just the best.
All right, Florida A&M coming in on Monday. How are you looking forward to that?
Preparing for it just like every other game. Defense first, rebounding. Offense is going to take care of itself.
And again, I think that was a three-pointer in the previous possessions. Yep, it was a three. They gave him 9. Here's a top-of-the-key three by Poobie. The offensive onslaught continuing here. Chapman with 10 points on the day.
Defensively, I don't know if we were as prepared for as many one-on-one scenarios as they thrown at us, but I like what we're doing offensively.
Chapman, right side, holding on to it. Here's a dish to Enyora, and that'll be the first double-double for Emanuel Chapman in his career as Enyora gets the layup on the left side. Congratulations to Poobie.
Of course. We're trying to get back on track, and we're trying to continue to do things to prepare ourselves for the tournament.
Double-double for you today, points and assists. How does it feel?
When Reggie's shooting the ball, how he's shooting the ball, all I got to do is kick it to him. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, it's an easy assist, but I was just trying to do my job, and guys are making layups and jump shots, so I got the easy part.
Poobie, tell me why this team is not that same team last year that had an impressive run through the MEAC and get to the conference tournament and then do so well.
Our core group is the same, so we're not saying that it's not going to happen. We're not guaranteeing anything, but we're trying to learn from it. I felt that pain, and Jeremy did, and KJ, and Jay, and Zoe. So we don't want to feel that feeling anymore. So when we come out and practice every day, and we come out and play every day, we're trying to practice and get better, so we won't have to go through that.
Is that what gives you guys an edge, even though you guys are rolling right now?
I think the edge starts with our coaching staff, actually. Coach, we don't really talk about, last year too much because we're a totally different team. So I think, that experience helped him as a coach as well, so he's, doing his job.
Your hairline is so fresh and sharp, man. Is that what makes you a point guard?
Nah, my older brother, BJ, he cuts my hair. You know what I'm saying? He lives in Raleigh. He coaches for another team, so he can get here every now and then. So when I do, I tell him to, try to get me extra sharp. Yeah. Hey, Reggie is a barber. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So he shoots, he cuts hair. Yeah, he does all of that. Just
one more question. Emanuel, you're probably one of the best, if not the best point guard in the MEAC. You're good at play point guard, switch up, push the ball down the court, slow it down when you need to. So what's the key to your poise and your mindset of the game and how you run your team as a leader?
I consider myself a student of the game. So I watch guys that a lot of people don't really watch a lot. I watch the Tiny Archibalds, I watch the John Stocktons, and I watch Derrick Rose and CP. But I try to be a student of the game. I try to put myself in just about every situation. That way, myself and my teammates. So mentally, when we get in that situation, I don't look shaken, or we don't look shaken as a team. So it's a little, tip or a little cheat code. That way, if Jordan go out the gym and windmill, it ain't like, oh, it's just kind of like, yeah, I've seen that before. When really I haven't, you know what I mean? So that's just that.
A couple questions from me. You saw Reggie Groves out there hit 5 for 6 from beyond the arc. What was it like watching him?
I mean, I see it every day. In practice, Reg will catch fire, and it'll be hard to stop him. So to see him finally, get consistent with turning it over to the game is incredible. It's great. It's a great feeling for me.
Florida A&M coming in on Monday. How are you looking forward to that?
They're a tough team. As you know, we lost to them, so we know that they're going to come in here, with the intent on winning. You know what I mean? So we got to come in and match that fire and try to take it up a notch.